Hey guys, and welcome back to the Crochet YouTube channel. I apologize for the way I look today. I woke up feeling a little under the weather and I had a sore throat, so I think it's just allergies. I took a Benadryl and I slept most of today, so that's fun. But today's just been a very chilled and relaxed day. I've been watching YouTube, drinking some tea, working on my blog, so today's been today. I got new glasses frames for anyone who cares to notice or just cares. They're wire frame instead of the thick frame, which has been nice, and I like them. They're growing on me, so I've had the same frames for like 8 years, so it was time for a change, and I'm actually very happy with it. And yeah, on to the main part of today's video. I'm going to be doing a short and sweet little pattern review for you today of Mr. Hubble the Squid. I saw this pattern about 4 years ago, scrolling through the paid patterns on Etsy, and this is actually the first pattern I ever did of one of my favorite crochet designers, Projectarian. I'll have all of her things linked below because she does incredible work and I love it. So when I got this pattern, it was a paid pattern. I think I spent like $5 on it. But I actually just looked it up and it is currently a free pattern on her site, so I'll have that link below as well. Yes. So in the original pattern, I think she used DK yarn, which I believe stands for double knit yarn, which is a finer, almost sport weight yarn, I believe. I've never personally ever worked with it, so I used Red Heart Super Saver. Naturally, it's my favorite yarn brand, and it's what I have most of in my yarn pile, so I just picked it up and used that. I used it for everything. I used it for the body and the eyes. The pattern comes very detailed, and it even says, like, this has not been experimented on other kinds of yarn, but use a hook size bigger than the yarn suggests on the paper thing wrapped around the skeins. So I believe I used a 5mm hook on this guy. It's actually very smart that she says that, because using a hook size bigger, typically in a amigurumi you want the tighter stitches so it looks a little more like actual fabric and things, but the way she does this is that she makes the stitches very loose, so it gives it the floppy ragdoll toy like feeling to it, which I love. She did a fantastic job with that. Like I said, the pattern comes very detailed. It comes with photo instructions, it comes with written instructions, and all of her patterns also have a little icon of, like, this pattern has an icon of a squid that follows you through the pages and gives you little tips and tricks, which I thought was adorable. I love when patterns do that. I also love when patterns involve photos or video tutorials attached to them. It shows that a lot of work and effort was put into them. It also really allows you to convey what you want your pattern to be seen as, or you want the crocheters to completely understand your idea. So it's always nice to see photos attached to patterns. It's also nice because she really describes what is in the photos. I've had some patterns where they'll just include photos but no instructions on the photos, so you're just kind of like, what am I supposed to do here? But I had no problems with this pattern. So yes, these are fairly quick to make. I can make one in about 2.5 to 3 hours if I really sit down and work on it. I have easily made about 3 or 4 of these in a day, and it's a pattern that I can do over and over again. I've easily made this pattern about 50 times, and I'm not kidding. I also have these up as made-to-order items in my Etsy shop. I have them like this, using the Red Heart Super Saver in a variety of different colors. You can pick pretty much any color you want. But I also have a limited edition Snuggle Squid, which is this pattern, but it is made out of velvet yarn from the Burnett Company. And the eyes are flipped, so they look like they're sleeping. Those are a limited time only, and I think there's only 8 left. So if you would like to check that out, check it out. It comes in colors of green, pink, and gray. So those are really cute. And it just proves that you can pretty much use whatever kind of yarn you want to try or work with, and I think it'll work pretty well. So the way you construct it is you do the eyes first. You just crochet circles and then you slip stitch the black of the eye on. Now you can either sew them facing upward, which makes it look happy and like it's smiling, or you can stitch them upside down to make it look like it's sleeping and having a good night's sleep, I guess. And then you work it, you crochet 8 of these smaller tentacles / legs, and then you crochet 2 longer ones. So 10 in total for the legs. And then you start working the body from the top and you work down. And before you start even working the legs on, you sew the eyes on. And then the legs are actually crocheted into the fabric, which I love when patterns do that because sewing is not one of my strong suits. I will fully admit that. Sewing can be one of the things that ruin my projects. And I've been trying to work on it and get better at it. I've even started using the pins to like place where I want to sew things and everything. So when patterns are almost no sew, I love it. I even did a pattern a few years ago that was a turtle, which I will definitely do a pattern review about that. But it was a turtle and there was absolutely no sewing involved and I loved it. It was fun. I think it's more fun to work all the crochet in than trying to sew it on. But I understand why sewing is a thing in crochet. So yeah, you work the legs in, and then you work around, you work the tentacles in, and then you work a few more rounds, and to close it, you fasten off, you weave it through the front loops, and then you pull it closed to close it, and you hide the yarn tail. So it's a pretty simple, easy, straightforward pattern. Very beginner friendly. Like I said, her patterns are always very detailed and there's photos and everything. When I downloaded the pattern, it came with a kind of booklet that showed you how to do certain techniques like a magic circle or how to sew on the flat or 3D pieces. It was really cool. I don't know if that's still part of this pattern since it is a free pattern now, but that booklet was very helpful. I still return to it even not working on her projects, but just working on projects because it was very helpful. So yes, go check her out. I highly recommend her. I even have another pattern of hers that I'm working on, which is Apollo the Octopus, so I'm really excited to show you guys that. And I think I'm going to do my whole own review of that because it's going to be this giant octopus and I'm really excited for it. So be on the lookout for that. But I think that concludes the pattern review of him today. So yes, on to the final part of the video. I started talking to you guys about what projects or what I'm doing in my crochet world or what's going on with me. So about 4 days ago, I was on Etsy and I was looking at patterns because I was like, you know what, it's been a while, I want to treat myself to a paid pattern. So I saw this guy on the front page. This is going to be a whale shark and I'm so excited. And as you can see, there's lots of color change involved, so it's a little bit of a tedious job, but it's actually been really fun to work on. So I'm going to do this one, and then I also bought like kind of fuzzy yarn to do the other one. So I hope to do a pattern review of this as well because I think it's going to look adorable. I just put up the free pattern of this Elizabeth mug rug today. It's just a simple mug rug using the Elizabeth stitch, which has become one of my favorite stitches, not only because it is my name, but I just think it's a really cute and almost elegant looking stitch. So you can check out my blog for that. I also put the free pattern for these cute little flower scrunchies up on my blog as well. And these are also up in my Etsy shop as made-to-order items. I've been selling them in packs of 5 for $12. So if you would like to make them yourself, check out my blog. If you would just like a pair, I'll make them for you if you go check out my Etsy. And yeah, if you would like to support me or my small business, I will have all of my links below and everything. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like me or my channel, then consider subscribing. All the YouTube stuff. I think I'm just finally getting the hang of YouTube a little bit, so. And when I get home, I hope to have better quality videos and audio, so I hope that's something that will happen. But yeah. I wish you guys luck on whatever crochet patterns you guys are working on, or crochet projects, or just craft projects. I also hope you guys have had a good day and have a good rest of your day and week and month and year. I think we could all use a good day. So yeah. Until next time, I hope to have videos up more frequently. I don't really have a YouTube schedule, but I'm doing better with time-wise because the last video was only about 4 days ago. So yeah. Until next time, happy crafting, and bye guys.